Well, let's look at this from a number of points of view. I mean, people will say, well, why should we make a mega change? Well, I would say to them, you are going to make a mega change. In 10 or 15 or 20 years' time, it will be forced on you. It will be forced on you because you won't be able to exist in the economy of the world. You'll have worse financial problems than the ones we've just had in the last few years, and then you will struggle to do some way of catching up. I think it's a pity to wait for it to be forced on you. I think it's much better if we could start now trying to anticipate what kind of mega change is possible. Well, what is possible? I do not think that the right way to make change in education is to design in detail an alternative system and impose that. I think it's got to grow through experiment and trying out different ideas. The recent Education Act in Thailand sets out some very good general goals. And what I think the biggest step that could be taken in Thailand towards achieving those goals is to do some pilot studies, that is to try maybe on a small scale, maybe in some small village, maybe in some one school, to try to implement and get experience with very different methods. And when you've done that and you can see how it works and you've developed a really specifically Thai way of doing it, then you open this out and you let others maybe imitate it and copy it, or maybe develop something like it but different, or maybe something very different. But I think the seed of mega change can only be planted well by creating pilot projects that take this big step towards reconstructing an educational environment for, even if it's only for a small number of people, so that you can see from that how to take the bigger steps.